It is a beautiful morning on the West Coast. We're in Langley, BC. It is our final day of coverage, the New Holland Canadian Juniors on TSN.
I'm feeling like a rock star.
Today we recognize the two teams that'll represent Canada at the World Juniors in Russia. We focus first on the women, Alberta, Manitoba, the George Preston Recreation Center this morning. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Come on inside the building. Brian Mudryk with you. It has been a dream week so far for Team Manitoba and Mackenzie Zacharias, undefeated, trying to win Manitoba's first Canadian junior title on the women's side since 2009 when Caitlin Laws went back-to-back. Meantime, for Alberta and Abby Marks, it's literally been the long road to get here. Look at the bracket, all those teams at 6-4. Well, Abby had to win 2 tiebreakers and then an extra end semifinal win over Nova Scotia, which sets up our gold medal game today. Manitoba, Alberta, winner moves on to Russia and will represent Canada at the World Juniors. So you've got to bring that experience with you. So I brought some. I got Kathy Gauthier here. Kathy, it's a nervous day. I know the coaches are, the players are. I'm nervous. I'm sure you're nervous. It's a lot of fun on this final day.
Well, it is, but it is channeling those nerves and dealing with them. And for the players out there, it is not about what's at stake today. It is about throwing the intern and a simple hit, which is always what it is.
Abby Marks and her teammates, I don't think they have enough energy to be nervous because, as we mentioned, so busy, the tiebreakers and then extra end. What do they have left in the tank in this gold medal game?
Well, 2 of the players on that team, including the skip, won this last year. That gives them a definite edge over Manitoba because they have that experience. Those are the 2 players that will be sharing with the other 2 what they need to do.
Meantime, for Team Zacharias, she was 6-4 last year, but a back-to-back first-team All-Star. She's brought some experience with her, especially the 3rd position.
Well, Carly Burgess is the most winning player ever in junior women's curling with a YOG title as well as 2 world championships. She will be sharing with the team and keeping them focused. Mackenzie and Emily are very, very cool customers. But today, well, everything is at stake.
So Alberta, the defending champs, and 2 of those young women a chance to go back-to-back. Meantime, for Team Manitoba, it's been over a decade since they've won a national title on the women's side. We're all set. Alberta, Manitoba, next on TSN.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
The 7th time BC has hosted the Canadian Juniors, the last time in Victoria in 2017. It's been a fabulous competition thus far, and we got the gold medal game on the women's side. Alberta, Manitoba. It is time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with Team Alberta. Your skip is Abby Marks, 3rd. Catherine Clifford, 2nd. Paige Papley. Your lead is Jamie Scott out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. And for Team Manitoba, out of the Altona Curling Club, skip Mackenzie Zacharias, 3rd. Carly Burgess, 2nd. Emily Zacharias, and your lead is Lauren Lenentine. For Team Alberta, what an opportunity for that young lady. Last year, gold as a 3rd, now a skip. Abby Marks and Paige Papley, gold last year in Saskatchewan, trying to repeat. Obviously, though, with that incredible record, undefeated, Manitoba and Mackenzie Zacharias, choice of stones. They select the yellow rocks. They have the hammer. So that means Alberta will kick things off. And here is your Alberta lead, Jamie Scott, in this gold medal final.
Close.
Well, if I'm Doug Marks, I am bringing a lot of things to Team Alberta last night and talking about this Manitoba team. They were the team that went to the final stone with them. It was an 8-7 decision for Manitoba. That game could have gone either way. It was a steal of 2 in the 3rd end that really made the difference. When you look at skip positions, they are very, very close. First and fourth with Mac leading that charge. The thirds, Carly and Catherine, are first and second. So in your back ends, you have very much parity. The biggest difference is at the front end position. So if Alberta's front end sets up stones well and plays well, we are in for a doozy.
And for Alberta, that was their last loss, because since then, 2 tiebreaker wins. And then that extra end game yesterday on TSN versus Nova Scotia. And now here. So a 3-game winning streak, and they're heating up when it counts the most here in Langley.
Now this is for sure the kind of end that you would expect in this final for the first end only. It is early in the morning. There is 1 sheet in play. It is a national title. The trophies are on the ice. It's the best way to settle your nerves. But then we would expect to start to see some rocks.
9.5. 9.5. Yeah. That's good. Right out. Weight's good. Clean.
Lauren Lennon's a second-team All-Star last year and a first-team All-Star this year. And she was the alternate in winning that world gold medal in Aberdeen, Scotland with Caitlin Jones back in 2018.
And you will see Lauren in the house. She holds the broom when Mackenzie Zacharias throws. Lauren, a former skip out of Prince Edward Island, and so has that confidence in the house and in calling line.
Really came off out there. Really did. Good sweep.
Here's one of the players that we expect today is going to help settle down the front end, and the other players, having won last year, knows what this game is all about, how to manage your emotions.
And Paige and Abby also managing different positions. Paige moving up, now second, was a lead last year. And for Abby, we told the story with Selena Sturmey as skip. She's graduated and moved on. So now Abby was third last year, and she is the skip of this Alberta team.
Line's good. Go. Not curling a ton yet, all you guys. Switch.
So Emily, the younger sister of Mackenzie.
Top 4. T-line.
They have curled their entire career together.
T-line. Gotta go. Starting now. Stop it, really coming off. Yeah, right up.
It's funny you say that. 20 and 18 and entire career. They got a whole career coming up, these young ladies.
Well, for Alberta coming out of that game last night, it really felt in that Nova Scotia battle that both teams were afraid to win or afraid to lose. Play to win. This is the game that you have come to play. You're on a roll. Go after it and draw weight early. Force that. That is something that Mackenzie has not had to make a lot of this week because her team has been up. Force her to make some big ones. We've already talked about the winning record for Carly Burgess and what she has brought to this team. Lots of range of shots. First team All-Star. Get her to bring your team into a focus. And patience for 10. This team has not had to play 10 ends a lot this week. You have to play as cool in the 1 as you are in the 10.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Right up. Good throw. 9-4. Down. Firm down. Pull. Little down. Down.
Catherine in her rookie appearance, 82% overall in the week, a +6. That was good enough for second amongst all thirds. Very impressive for a first-time national appearance. The U21.
9-5. Just 10 here, guys.
Catherine and Jamie, the rookies on this team, but nice to join an experienced team as well, and they have not looked out of place. I mean, they have competed hard and have showed a lot of battle and pushback and having to come through not one but the 2 tiebreakers, which I guess it's a blessing because you're on the ice, Kathy. You talked about it. You're getting your reps in. You're getting more comfortable, and your body's just used to grinding it out and sweeping and maybe feeling tired, where this Zacharias team, an entire day off yesterday to relax and think about this moment.
It's a double-edged sword. You know, on one hand, for Alberta, they probably thought, gosh, we'd love a break. But for this Manitoba team, after playing a couple of games every day, all of a sudden you have nothing but a practice late at night. You try to not think about what's happening the next day. You get out of a rhythm a little bit because you're not playing as much. So it's a bit of a mixed blessing.
Medium.
And the shooter rolls out, so some open rings, and I guess corner guard's a corner guard, right? Why not try to wrap around that?
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll die once he gets close. Yeah, because yours really came off.
In the Nova Scotia game yesterday, if you joined us in the semifinal, it was Lindsay Burgess, Carly Burgess's cousin from Nova Scotia, both girls playing a high level of soccer back home. Both went down at the end of May in the same game with MCL, ACL, rather, injuries. Big question around either would be able to play. It has been a lot of work in the gym and a lot of muscle building for both to have been able to play at this national championship.
Both in the same game.
Same game.
They playing on concrete or what? What kind of field conditions was that? Come on. That's
Crazy.
insane.
It is.
What was it? 14-4.
Now, a nice shot by Carly to bury around that lone stone out there.
Small half.
She can see a piece, but forcing Alberta to make a very precise shot early in this final.
I was joking, not joking about the corner guard, but look at that. I mean, take advantage of what you can. Well, you've been doing that with me for a decade.
Trying to use what I got.
Right? There you go. Can you believe that? 10 years ago, we were at the Vancouver Olympics, just north of here, about a 40-minute drive.
Probably one
Time
of the best
flies.
experiences of my life. And
Incredible.
those players, Cheryl and Kevin, representing Canada, just the volume of noise in that building. I'll never forget them stopping the games when the Canadian fans broke out in the national anthem in the middle of the game.
Easy up.
And while that may not lay ahead for the teams that go to Russia, those maple leafs that you carry on your back is why we play this game, an opportunity to represent your country.
And a miss there from Abby Marks, and I think that's a key little storyline for this team and what we've seen out of Alberta. They just had trouble. Yeah, they won the game, Kathy, but both sides, Nova Scotia, Alberta, really had trouble finding that killer instinct to make the shots when they needed to. So some early pressure here from Manitoba, and it's paying off thus far.
Yeah.
Well, I think Abby threw that really well. She had talked about Hack, just a little bit more weight than she wanted to throw. I think it would have finished enough to catch a piece of that stone.
Right on tee.
And even though draw to the button was not needed for this game, it was already predetermined by the record. The teams do get practice time, so Mackenzie's not throwing a draw for the first time. She had the opportunity in practice to figure out draw weight.
Gotta go. T-line.
And as you mentioned off the top of the show, it's Lauren Lenentine. She is in the house. You see Burgess and Emily Zacharias on the brush. And that is consistent throughout the entire game, and that'll settle top 8 as Manitoba with hammer line 2 here in the first.
Well, a big part of that is because Carly is such a great brusher. They want to utilize that strength. She's also not been in the house, having played front end for most of her career, versus Lauren Lenentine, who was a skip. Throwing pill, trying to make a big weight hit and roll. Even if you don't make the double, try to force play over in front of that yellow stone that is buried.
So final stone for the lefty skip out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. Abby Marks facing 2 with her last. And not a brush to it. And she'll bang it, roll over. And I believe it'll be just the draw for 2 for Mackenzie Zacharias. I don't think she has to hit that.
Just
I don't believe
same
she
path.
does.
No, do you like same path?
Whatever you want.
I think same path. I can throw the same shot
Same
then.
path. Okay.
Yeah, like same weight. You guys like same path, eh?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
Because I mean, I'll just go the same.
Yeah.
Same weight's good.
Yeah, so the same weight. First shot for sure, right? I just kind of glanced.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mac, let's go. Same weight, right on the tee.
Mackenzie building her confidence the last few years. Back at the U18 Canadian Championships in Moncton in 2017, a 4-4 record. Last year, 6-4 as a skip in Prince Albert for Manitoba at those nationals, and this year, perfect thus far.
Same weight.
And what an opportunity here. First and gold medal game and an open draw for 2.
T-line felt similar.
Yeah. Running a little bit. Line's good.
Line's good. All you guys.
Hair
more than last.
This sweep
Hair
for tee.
deeper. T.
Just clean. 14.6.
Got 14.69.
Nice throw, Mac.
Great start for Team Manitoba. 9 women's titles all time for the Buffalo, and they're off to a good start, up 2-0.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
Welcome back inside the George Preston Recreation Center in Langley, BC. We're about a 40-minute drive from the Vancouver International Airport South and about 25 minutes from the American border near Washington State, and a beautiful part of our country in Langley, BC, as we've enjoyed a fabulous championship weekend thus far. And our focus, the women's gold medal final, Alberta, Manitoba, and a lovely 2 on the board early for Mackenzie Zacharias, and they lead 2-0 here with play underway in the second end. Alberta, Abby Marks, Redstones would hammer.
Alberta hitting with the first one, I think just based on where it was, biting the forefoot, but trying to generate a corner guard on that second shot. And you saw that stone just hogged.
Top 12. Right here. Really curling. There we go. Just top 12? 3. Gotta go tight. Okay, tight's okay. Just right here. Yeah, right over, Lauren. Right over. A little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm 15-9. That's okay. Okay.
Emily trying to go into the forefoot. Manitoba not feeling that that stone in the 8-foot is likely to be good enough to steal, but coming short. Gives an opportunity for Alberta to hit and roll underneath that stone just thrown by Manitoba.
Yep, settle down. Yep, hard. Hard, gotta go. Okay.
And that opens up the front.
10 seconds. Okay, hold on. Here, let's go. Top 4. Line's good. Top 4. Top 8.
Emily Zacharias, second team All-Star last year, second team
Line's
All-Star
really
this year as well for Team Manitoba.
Gotta go.
And Kathy, you had a chance to attend
Fine
the
too.
junior banquet with the dinner and the awards ceremony. That must also, the whole aspect of meeting people from across the country in the banquet and making new friends for life, it's got to be a pretty special night.
It is, you know, it's one of those things that has changed over the years, and I think a good change. Normally it's the night tonight when they have the banquet, but there are 2 teams that are devastated when they sit at that banquet after coming off a final. So they moved it to Friday night when the round robin has come to a completion. So lots of teams still in it. It was much more of a celebration for everybody. And the host committee and the 200-some volunteers, almost 250, have done just an amazing job this week at everything for these players. And you do make lifetime friends. Case in point, this Manitoba team, Mackenzie and Emily met Carly and Lauren at the Canadian Championships last year, and that's where discussions started about how they could form teams, knowing that Caitlin Jones, who Carly and Lauren played with, was aging out, and they did not have a team, and then made the decision to move.
Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Carly born in Truro, Nova Scotia, Kathy.
Whoa, fall.
I was just going to say that also applies to junior men. We think about Tyler Tardy's team last year. Matthew Hall, a former skip out of Ontario, moved to BC to play with Tyler. We're seeing way more of that in junior ranks now than we ever have before.
And it's amazing the scope and how big our country is. It's not like you're moving, 300 kilometers away. You're making a massive move and picking things up. And, in Carly's case, she's going to the University of Manitoba. It's your education, and it's leaving friends and family behind to pursue your dream.
It's major commitments by these young athletes. I think it was 14 when we saw Brett Gallant, his brother Chris Gallant, move to Manitoba to play. And that started that, why are we just looking within our borders? If we need somebody and people are willing to move, and these players are looking at the men and women's teams that are doing that and saying, if we want to be competitive, we may have to draw from outside.
And how lucky is Carly, too? I understand staying at the Ritz-Carlton in downtown Winnipeg. Really nice accommodations.
It's the Gauthier basement.
10. Whoa. Clean it.
As she is dating your son Jacques and freeloading in your basement. But you could have 2 national champs
Little roll, Lauren. Little roll.
in your basement, Kathy, which I have to check the facts, the record books in Curling Canada. That could be a first.
Well, Carly really set it up last end. When you go into a Canadian final, it's a big shot early, takes some pressure off your own team or puts pressure on the other team. Just a wee corner guard. Alberta not rolling far enough. Carly takes full advantage of that and ducks that stone behind. That would be responsible for a chance and a made shot for 2.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires. But does she pay the rent on time, more importantly, Kathy?
Well, she keeps Jacques occupied, so I
Okay.
suppose that's a win.
That must be a thrill for them, though, to both, boyfriend, girlfriend, both in the championship final on the same day in the same event. That's pretty cool stuff.
It is.
Hey, Mac, let's go. 10?
Yeah.
Just 10 here?
Yeah, just 10.
Yeah.
Just real nice.
Mine went a little bit at the end, but not crazy.
Yeah, just not. Yeah, make sure I'm crisp.
Yeah, they're good. Rock first here, Mac. Let's go.
Good. Clean. Weight's good. Clean. Yep. Yep. Clean. Weight's good. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Clean.
Skip stones here in the second. Mackenzie Zacharias.
10-6.
Bang, right on the nose.
You said 10-6?
Yeah. Okay.
Good sweep.
Nice throw.
Thanks.
It was a 10-6. Didn't
Oh,
really do a
wow.
whole lot.
No, it didn't.
Good throw.
Kathy, you've spent a lot of time with this Manitoba team, having coached them for a year as well. Where have you seen the biggest steps in their progression?
Just the confidence, I think, for both Mackenzie and Emily, that they can. They come from a small town in southern Manitoba, Altona, where they struggled to find players that wanted to commit as much and to play as much as they did. So their dad, Sheldon, who is their coach and been for most of their lives, looked for opportunities, got part of Connie Lalaberty's High Performance Center in Winnipeg so that they would meet other curlers that were of like level. And I think that part of it is we heard the Newfoundland gentleman that we're going to watch this afternoon in the men's final. They look at Brad Gushu, and when somebody from your area does really well, it makes you believe that, yes, you can too. And I think that that's been the case for Mackenzie coming here last year, just building confidence.
Excited to see Daniel Bruce, Newfoundland Labrador, in his third appearance, making a final against the young man Jacques Gauthier. Manitoba, Newfoundland Labrador. That is the men's final later on today on TSN.
I was watching, so that was the last one. What's there, Abby? Thanks. Good 10 on that. Yeah. I thought I kicked out too fast. I probably slowed it down a little bit. I didn't need to. All right, nice and easy.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Go 10. Let's go. Rock first here, Mac. Right at you.
Weight's good. Hair down if anything. Whoa. Clean. Hair down if anything. Yeah. Whoa. 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 No.
Okay, let's start back.
Okay, come Let's get back.
Sticks the shooter, and that forces
Got the same
Abby
one.
Marks to make a play for the blank here in 2.
Does it jam?
It throws. Thanks.
Either way. Okay.
And the young lady in that semifinal yesterday, if you didn't see it, against Nova Scotia, was confident in blanking a few in the end of the game to try keep hammer, and it worked out for her eventually in that extra end. Didn't have to throw her final stone.
Well, she tried to generate some offense this end, but with the hog stone did not get that opportunity, so playing a very patient game. Will wait to try to generate that in 3.
Heel. Yep. Heel down.
Final rock on the way here in the second end. Blank attempts for Abby Marks. And we'll bang it on the nose and stick around. So a mistake for Team Alberta. A single on the board as Manitoba leads 2-1. And Mackenzie Zacharias with hammer when we come back to Langley. Welcome back to Langley. A advantage for Team Manitoba, 2-1 here in the third end. As Mackenzie Zacharias with hammer, throwing the yellow stones. Lead stones on the way. This one from Jamie Scott of Team Alberta. And Jamie's got some great roots in the sport of curling, as her grandma, Betty Jean Buchanan, won a Canadian Masters back in 2001. Her mom, Jennifer Scott, played for Alberta in the 1982 and 1983 Canadian Juniors, and she was coached by grandma. So for Jamie Scott, some good family lineage in the sport of curling, and I think that's a common theme across our great country with parents, grandparents, their siblings. You pass it down generation to generation. That's pretty cool.
On a great shot by Jamie on her second one, going around. Manitoba tried to bury with Lauren's first, came short, and Alberta jumped on that opportunity to make a great shot. Top 4.
Are you in?
I think we're sticking.
Teams choose the rocks at this level. Manitoba choosing the entire set from sheet B, so they would have thrown them in a couple of games and felt that they were a good set. Alberta forced to change colors, taking 2 from D, 2 from C, and 4 from B.
Do you guys like another one? Yeah, I do.
Close. Line's close. Very tight. Little up.
Easy on
Okay, rim. Little up. Close line. Top 4. Close. Top 8. Yep.
Paige trying to tuck this stone in there on top
Top 4.
of their shot stone.
T.
Jamie. No, just leave it, just leave it, just leave it. Okay, that's good.
Pretty good.
14.
Heel.
You've been here all week, Kathy. Has the Zacharias team, we know they're undefeated, have they had to chase a lot in any of their games, or have they sort of been the front runners?
They've been the front runners. They haven't had to chase, which is why one of the keys for Alberta is to keep this game close and force Manitoba to maybe feel the collars tighten a little bit, because they've not been in that back against the wall situation.
Oh, what a run back shot as both goal. Lovely from younger sister Emily Zacharias.
That's mom waving the red and white clapper.
I was like, we're almost sweeping this.
That's a beautiful shot.
They shot him.
Touch it.
They shot him.
She's the youngster on the team, 18 years of age. Sister Mackenzie, 20, Carly, 21, and Lauren, 19.
Top 4. Little tight.
Alberta trying to replace that stone, put it back where it was.
Well, don't want to go. T back fine.
Back 4.
Very little rotation on that handle. You see that coming off.
Good.
That's why it got that extra berry.
Okay. I like the double peel. Just the double peel. Okay.
Yeah.
Peel. Yeah.
Throw on. Right, same throw. Hold the release.
So clean it up here, Kathy. Yellow onto red.
That's the plan.
Whoa. 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 Get it over the top. No, still low. Off the. Still low. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good.
So that was a plan B to change the angle, but it still worked.
Absolutely, it's a good audible call. She was playing the double peel, just played it the other way.
I screamed it too. Good throw, Mac.
Doesn't count on the stats, right? You got the job done?
Got the job done.
There
The
you
call
go.
was the double peel. There are no points for how you make that.
Line's tight. Close. Line's tight.
Tight. Tight top 12.
Line's really tight.
Tight. Quite tight.
Line's good. Okay, line's good now.
Tight. Tight. Half tight.
Line's good.
Half. Tight.
Whoa.
Tight.
Jamie, a little bit. Jamie.
Yep.
Hard. Good.
Very nice. Covers that. Maybe a
15-9.
third open.
Or how much do you have?
I like the run back. I was just if we ever just straight peel.
It's up to you.
I like the straight rip.
She's only 21,
yeah.
but what a
Okay.
career already for Carly Burgess, two-time Canadian champ, two-time world champion as well. Her time with Mary Fay, remember that name out of Nova Scotia, and we mentioned Caitlin Jones as well.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, that's pretty much a Manitoba tuck for the girl from Truro, Nova Scotia right there.
Gotta go. Hard
You
roll.
gotta go.
And a lovely run back as she nails it. When you come into the Manitoba borders, is that kind of like you have to declare your delivery and instantly tuck, Kathy? You
Well,
have
she's
to-
not it. Tuck, we're going to watch her come out, remembering that her knee has been going through a lot. That is a flat foot.
I know,
my
I was
friend.
just saying, I was trying to be tongue-in-cheek there. You know, you come to Manitoba, it was like almost a tuck.
No.
All right. It's like they catch you at the border. Okay, let me see your license,
no.
passport. Can you tuck?
Line's good.
Top 4.
Hey, rim.
Whoa. Top T. Back 4. Back 8. Back.
We can
And in
back
Manitoba, no heir apparent
by the back
as these women age out this year, except for Emily. The team that they played in the finals last year, Serena Gray Withers, choosing to move to Alberta and join the U of A program, having an opportunity to play CIS, really important to her. And that opportunity does not exist if you go to the University of Manitoba.
What are you thinking?
But the draw's good too. Whatever you like.
Whatever your first thought it was.
You could go top 4.
Okay, let's do it.
You like that? Okay.
Yep.
14-7?
Yeah.
So the number's a little lower today than we've seen. We've seen upwards of 15 seconds hog to hog. Numbers today
Top
down a
eight,
little bit.
bottom there.
Still very, very
Top eight,
quick.
I was there.
Still
Your
great
line's really good.
conditions,
Top 4.
brushing ice, but that
Line's
little
okay.
bit extra that's needed.
Line's close. Yeah. Whoa,
Wait,
line's
only.
good.
We're
Line's
there, we're
fine.
there.
Yes.
Wait.
Whoa.
Weight's really good.
Right here. We're there. Just here.
You just gotta
sit,
bite
let
the
it
4. It's over curling, so only M.
Good car.
It's good. Mac, what was it?
14 too?
Oh, wow. So, yeah. What'd you guys tell it? 14-7. I like that. But it really comes off with the like curl.
14-2. It
So
really
is mine.
sat like off the house.
Okay, put around it.
Well, the come around exists for Abby.
Pretty good.
And because that Manitoba stone tucked out a little bit on the corner, she's got a chance to go around it, and very tough for Mackenzie to make that run back now because of the stagger between the guard and their own stone.
Close. Little down.
So for Abby, her intern, Skip Stone's on the way here in 3.
It's good. Top. Little down. Top 4. Yeah, line. Top 4. Hard line. Top 8. Yep. Just top 8. Hard.
And they'll lock it on, still shot Stone, Team Manitoba.
Like right here.
So like 14 and a half?
Yeah. There.
Okay, you got it, Mac.
Maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Mackenzie trying to draw around.
Just get first shot here, just around it.
Yeah, just around it. You can show her a little piece.
Yeah, tuck a piece is
And
real
put
good.
a lot of pressure
All right, Mac.
Yours
on
was a
Abby Marks
14 too,
without
or what I tell you?
hammer
Yeah,
here
don't really sweep it at the end.
in
so-
3.
Yeah.
Is it 14 and a half?
I think 14.5 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So like same as my last draw.
Yeah. So good, Mac. Rock first here.
Kathy, we know this Manitoba team off yesterday. Would they had an opportunity to practice though on the ice yesterday at some point?
They did at 8:30 last night. Teams that are advancing to the final have an opportunity to throw their selected stones.
Switch. No, line's fine. Just go.
So you get a little bit of practice time, but it's not like playing a game.
When do they have to select their stones if you're that bye to the final team?
They had to
Gotta curl,
select by
Carly.
2 o'clock yesterday, both color and choice.
A little bit.
Sorry, Mac. Sorry.
So we'll settle down. Back 4. They are 1-2 for now, but possibly
Oh, they
the out
gave her
though
the
I
out.
thought
for
that was
Team
left.
Alberta.
Sorry,
They
Mac.
did for
No,
sure.
I thought it was down 2. Okay.
Tolerance for Mackenzie there was just a little bit light to force the in-turn draw or
Sorry,
the
I
out
thought it
turn
was less
because
than
she's
the
a left-handed thrower for Abby. But now she's got a great opportunity here to take away the advantage of Manitoba by coming down and freezing to that stone just thrown by Mackenzie.
Just freeze it.
Okay.
Mentioned this yesterday in our coverage as Abby's one of the few players on the junior side with the old horsehair broom. You can't brush with it, but you can use it right there for what she's doing, a stabilizer to push out and deliver her stone.
T. Line's good. Run. T. Line's good. T. Yeah, line. Top 4. Yeah, line. Line good.
14-2 should be there.
Tapping.
Final stone here for Abby Marks in 3. A little tap, and she is shot rock. Team Alberta with 1 to come from Mackenzie Zacharias.
Go for the dude.
What was that?
I think so.
14. This was a 14.
I know.
Or do you like right at half? I like
Sorry, guys.
Well, 3/4 of that stone open,
You got it, Mac.
playing to pick it through the middle.
Firm?
It's really thin, hey?
Yeah, just nice and thin.
Yeah, make it go. I know, it should hold pretty good here.
She's got lots of room,
Yeah. If you guys can
just needs to pick it thin.
All right, Mac, let's go. Let's make it. Rock first here. Nice 9. Let's go.
She opened up with 2 in the first end with hammer, and another opportunity here in 3. Final stone, you see the numbers, 86% with her hits, and they pick her up right away. Her sister and Burgess on the brush, bang it through. She'll clip the yellow,
Okay.
and it will just be the single. So Manitoba answering back with 1. And they lead here in this Canadian gold medal final, 3-1. Welcome back inside the George Preston Recreation Center here in Langley, which opened up back in 1973. It's home to the BCHL's Langley Rivermen, and just down the road, the WHL's Vancouver Giants also play in the area. And we've enjoyed some great curling at this facility. I love it, Kathy. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels rustic and
Feels like the log cabin at the far end.
right? It feels like you're at home. It's a cool little venue for these players and for us this weekend.
Well, we've also talked about this morning when you and I were coming in at about 7:30, just how warm and clean and fresh the air feels here. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
So they've traded singles the last few ends. Hammer back to Team Alberta. And Abby Marks throwing the red stones. 3-1 advantage for Mackenzie Zacharias with play underway here in 4.
Just tight.
Well, Abby Marks was about,
Half tight.
oh gosh, 6 inches from being a great, great shot in the last end. Had great line, just tapped it back far enough.
Yep.
Still managed to get Manitoba to take only 1 instead of 2, but a little bit less of a tap. And it would have been a very difficult shot
Yeah, I'll throw a bit more than what I've been throwing.
Yeah.
So locking those guards means that the run back is no longer available
Line's good.
for Alberta. Manitoba trying to duck one around there
Line's really
again.
nice. Top 4. Top 8.
Weight's good.
Not moving yet.
Weight's
Not
good.
moving. Line's good. Line's good.
Moving now.
Lauren in.
We're there right now.
Back 4. Just for weight.
Kathy, how big is the Altona Curling Club back home in Manitoba?
It's actually a beautiful facility. It
Sam, that's
hosted
good.
a
Not bad.
Manitoba Juniors not that long ago. It's attached to an arena, so they were able to use both.
14.5.
It's a very supportive community to this team. They had a send-off there, lots and lots of support.
Go to a corner, Catherine. Okay.
The only challenge for this team is that the ice doesn't go in till very late. And so they are members in the city of Winnipeg as well at a curling club, at the Heather Curling Club, so that they did get the early ice and stay on even with the other teams.
Whoa. That's good, Paige.
So Paige Tapley opening things up a little bit for her skip.
You ever like this?
Not really.
Or even just straight guard?
I think straight guard is easier
Tight?
shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice and tight him. So good.
Well, Mac's thinking get rid of the corner guard. That's something that your opponents are going to utilize because that double is certainly there. But I think for the team feeling that Mac was asking Emily to not only remove the guard, but roll to a guard.
Nice and tight. Line's
And
good.
feeling
Not
if you're
halfway.
really wanting a guard, then let's just throw a guard.
Well, Carly first. Line's okay.
Gonna have to finish
Nice and
yet.
tight.
Just halfway.
Yep,
Gonna have to
hard then.
finish.
Hard.
Hard.
Right up.
Hard.
Right over.
Hard. All the way.
Good. 16 and a half.
Well, she left the side open that she was trying to guard.
Yeah.
So a chance for Alberta to hit and roll behind that very long guard. And also create a path to the forefoot.
Easy. Yep. Well. Yep. Easy down. Little down. Hard. Yep. Hard.
That yellow guard is coming up quickly, but they avoid that and push the yellow back, just missing the back yellow back 8.
I like this, or you just draw. I think the draw. Okay, top 4.
Feels like the draw.
I like it.
Yeah, try and get right under that red.
Yeah.
14 and a half.
Yeah. As soon as I'm throwing.
Top 8.
Line's
Reach
good.
close.
Top 4.
Thought it was there. Well,
No line right now.
Last year, this event was in Saskatchewan, won by Team Alberta and Selena Sturmey, who has since moved on, but her former teammate is here. That is Abby Marks, who was 3rd last year. She's a skip this year, and Abby helps us get to know her team a little bit better here at Nationals.
Great shot.
Lead is Jamie Scott, and really good draw weight, really good sweeper. Our second is Paige Papley, and very good at hits and doubles and double peels, and also extremely good sweeper. Our third is Catherine Clifford,
Peel.
and same good draw weight, good hitter, really good teammate, helps keep me in check.
Well, she said Paige pretty good at those peels, and there's one as she cleans things up front again.
The guard's not going to go off that run.
Do you like this?
You just hit the top.
Or that? I think you could flop here too.
Okay. Okay.
10?
Sure.
Okay, right at it.
She could choose to guard, but given the score, electing to hit and roll.
10. Little bit.
As the two-time Canadian champ delivers. So we just heard from Team Alberta, and now a chance to hear from Mackenzie Zacharias talking about her squad as well.
Throw
our lead is Lauren Lenentine, and I mean, she brings a wealth of experience to this team. She played third for Nova Scotia last year at the Nationals, and then the year before that, she actually won the World Juniors as a fifth. So she brings so much experience. She's been here many times, and she's just a fantastic lead. Like, she makes so many great shots, and it's so great to have her on the team. And then our second is Emily Zacharias. She's my sister, and we've played together since we were like 10 years old. So we've played together for a long time, and it's been great, and I feel like I know exactly how she throws, and that works really well for us. And then our third is Carly Burgess, and she was the second last year on Nova Scotia, and she moved this year to Manitoba just like Lauren. And she brings also just a great amount of experience, winning this championship twice already, and we're hoping that she can help bring some of that experience to this team.
Very well-spoken young lady, and yes, Carly Burgess, a chance at her third national title all time. That has never been done on the women's side.
Yeah, so good.
We're in junior royalty in this building, as you know, with Tyler Tardy on the men's side. He won 3 consecutive titles for the men, decided to forego his last year of junior eligibility, and we wish him best of luck because he's the #1 seed at men's provincial, so he'll try make the Briar in Kingston.
He's on a plane today, heading out to Cranbrook. I believe that's where they're having that.
And if you're wondering, 17 women have won 2 national titles over the years. Laws, Sutton, Burt, King, Rock, some of those great names, but no one's ever won 3. And that is what Carly Burgess is chasing today here in Langley, BC.
Wow, very nice shot by Mackenzie. Hitting what she can see, rolling over and taking away that corner guard from Alberta.
Yeah. Thought it was a little bit tighter on that one.
I thought you were close.
Okay.
Maybe a touch. It seemed to curl earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing like, this isn't bad.
Okay. How much can you see of this?
How much do I have?
Third.
Third?
A third.
Okay, do you like that? Or even, we can probably get to nose.
Yeah, you can. Do you like bump?
Yeah, we can get to nose with how high that is.
Yeah. It's a good thing my guard's so high.
Maybe a bit more.
Correct.
A little more.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay, bump.
She's got a couple of options. She's playing that hit. She says she can get to nose, and I do agree that she can, but an audible early to call. She can also play the roll that way because there's a stone that is at the back of the forefoot, and even rolling in front of it, there you see it now. Anywhere that she happens to hit in this area means that it's a tougher shot for Mackenzie and the potential for a jam.
Bump down.
Oh. Yep.
Bump down.
Yep.
Bump down.
Whoa.
Bump.
Whoa. Whoa.
Can I go?
Whoa. Yeah.
Can I go?
Yep. Just a little roll to center. Roll. 11-8.
Yeah.
I think so.
For one here.
Yeah.
You got it, Mac. Yeah, that looks close. Okay. 10.
Hey.
Just like little roll to the center is
Yeah,
really
it's really
good.
good. Mine snapped hard at the end here, so we'll stay close.
Yeah. Theirs didn't go terribly hard.
Okay.
Theirs went really easy, kind of like the other side.
Same way you just threw. That was a 10-3.
Okay.
Yeah, right outside. All right, Mac. Let's go. Rock first here.
On the nose here, Kathy, a bit of a roll.
Just a bit of a roll in front of the other one so that it makes the draw very difficult. And if she attempts, she being Abby Marks, to make the double and doesn't happen to make it perfectly, her shooter in front, Abby Marks's, would not outcount the one at the back.
And she didn't like it out of her hand right away, as she might have popped it a bit wide.
Sit. Sit down.
And the shooter's got to stick around.
Sit.
Oh, and look at that late spin. And that's lovely because it forces Alberta into taking the single.
Okay, sorry guys. Just a little bit at the end, I think.
Yeah. That works though. Good force.
Sorry, Lauren.
That's okay. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Shoot. I thought it was spinning up for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Nice little spin back.
So Abby Marks had choices, could have elected to draw for her single. She's choosing to play the hit.
Medium. Whoa.
With her final stone here in 4.
Medium down. Clean. Yep. Clean.
Nice controlled weights. And a job well done on the nose for the single for Team Alberta. So this side out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, one on the board, but Manitoba leads with hammer here in Langley. Welcome back to Langley, BC, a city home to about 140,000 people. It's also the 125th anniversary of curling in British Columbia, so it's been a special weekend here covering the New Holland Canadian Juniors. So many great athletes and stories this week, including this one to me. 16-year-old Carly Smith from New Brunswick became the first amputee to compete at a junior nationals. She wears a prosthetic on her left arm. She played the 3rd position for the team from Moncton. As you can tell, what a great delivery, what a great slide on this young lady. And New Brunswick finished in 4th place, losing a tiebreaker to Alberta yesterday afternoon. And Carly Smith showed everybody this week that you can do anything you put your mind to. What an inspiration to many of the players, including all of us here at TSN, as she put on a great show on the ice for her province, and making her friends and family very proud. In our feature matchup, Manitoba a 3-2 advantage in this gold medal game over Team Alberta. And it is Manitoba and Mackenzie Zacharias with hammer once again in a close game thus far.
Just gotta sit.
Hard if you can.
No.
So a lot of people watching this game, including the young lady that we just told you about. That would be Carly Smith, and we appreciate you, Carly, joining us. First and foremost, tell us about your week, how you guys played, and how you felt you did.
Our week was really fun. We played really well. We're a really young team, and we have lots of more years at this, and we came 4th, so that was a big accomplishment for us.
Carly, you chose curling as a sport, and we've seen your prosthetic device. Why curling?
Well, my mom was a curler, and so she got me into it, so then I just started curling, and I liked it, so.
That's a great reason.
Carly, you mentioned the youth of your team. Did you even exceed a lot of your expectations? Because you and your teammates have so many years left to come back and compete at this level.
Yeah, our goal was to win 1 game, and we ended up winning like 5 or 6, so it was pretty good for us.
You know, when I think about New Brunswick, I think for the last number of years we've thought about Justine Comeau because she was the team that we thought would come out. What were your provincial championships like?
So our provincial championships were very interesting. So they were undefeated in the prelims, and the provincials, we still haven't beat them. Our first game we lost to them, and then we had to beat them 3 times in a row to get here.
Yike.
Yeah, so it was pretty surprising.
Carly, what were some of the challenges early on for curling and your prosthetic arm? Because you've really made it look easy in so many ways, especially for me, coming out with your slide, which looks so smooth.
Well, I've never slid with a broom before, so I'm just kind of used to it. And like, since I have 1 arm, I have to be balanced, so it's just like I'm naturally balanced, I guess. And then before, when I didn't have a prosthetic, I would use nothing and just tuck my broom under my arm, and it was like difficult. So then my prosthetist designed this curling arm, and it really helped me, and it just feels natural now. And if I wanted to, I could throw with a broom. I'm just more comfortable without one.
And what is sweeping like for you? Any challenges there?
No, sweeping feels so natural with my arm. Like, I'm so comfortable with it. I trust it completely. It would never break.
It's remarkable. I think that for a lot of juniors that are learning how to curl, they teach them what we call airplane slides, or to not throw with the broom, and it is so incredibly difficult. And for you, it's just remarkable. Talk to us about what you've learned this week and what your team needs to do to make sure that you're the New Brunswick team next year up in Fort McMurray.
I think we've learned a lot this week to never doubt ourselves, I guess, because we did so well. And next year, Team Como is aged out, so we have a pretty good chance at coming back.
Carly, listen, we appreciate your time. You're an inspiration to us, and I know a lot of young curlers here, and I'm sure other curlers watching. Thanks for your time. And honestly, if we can ever kick Kathy out of the broadcast booth, you can come be an analyst with me anytime you choose.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Carly. Best of luck going forward and next year, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That is Carly Smith from Team New Brunswick. What a great story, and we appreciate her time. And you got a fan for life up here in the booth, that's for sure.
You got two. I had the opportunity to sit at the banquet. We were talking about it, Brian, with the moms from the New Brunswick team, and just talking about the youth of that team, and knowing that Justin's gone for next year and what they learned. She said, hoping to win a game, so they didn't come in here with expectations. But what a great story to show, even if you don't have expectations, that when you get here, you can compete. And I think that they believe that very much now. And I think that that's a team that we will most definitely see, if not next year, then in the future from New Brunswick for sure.
Just 10.
Even if we can go all the way under.
We talked about, and she talked about a young team. Their lead was 13 years old. I mean, it's remarkable how well they did under the bright lights and the spotlight, so good for them.
Well, a couple of jams here by Manitoba leave Alberta line 2. Carly trying to make the double here.
Really hard. Back one. Really hard. Right up, right up, right up. No roll.
10.5.
Okay,
And that's that nice weight, though. Kathy Shooter sticks around in the rings in the 12-foot.
Spot if she knows it's a double. Halfway.
Alberta will guard that again, looking to steal here in this 5th end and go to the break with a tie.
It's good.
You feel the longer this game is close for Alberta, that's advantage Alberta in your estimation?
I think it's a huge advantage for Alberta the longer this stays close, for a couple of reasons. One, they get more comfortable. Two, you've got two players that won this last year. They know more than anyone other than Carly what it's like to be in a Canadian final and in the last 5. And the other thing is you're putting Manitoba in uncharted territory. The longer you keep this even and the more you make them have to make big shots at the end, because so far this week, other than the game against Alberta, Mackenzie did not.
Yeah. Right at it.
It's good.
Carly Burgess.
Whoa, whoa.
Double peel here for Team Manitoba.
Yeah, really hard. Yeah.
And a nice job. She'll open up the front for Mackenzie Zacharias.
Very well done.
Sorry about my first.
No, all good.
And with that double peel, the blank is very much back on the table, because a nose hit here by Abby Marks would generate a double opportunity for Mackenzie.
Medium. Just medium. Yep. Medium. Hard, gotta go.
Abby Marks, her first here in 5, trying to hold the line, and she'll lose the shooter.
Just 10. Hey. Just here.
Yep, I got it, Mac. All right.
Yeah.
I liked my throw on that.
It was just a 10.
That was a 10?
Yeah, that's what I think just takes off a hair more than this side. Like, I think we can tighten up the ice a hair on the outrance for us and then loosen it up on the introns, I think.
Okay.
All the way out. Rock first.
I know they want to hit it, Kathy. Can you roll to the wings, make it a little tougher here on Abby?
Sure you can. You know what? For Mackenzie, she's happy to be in the middle. It's not trying to make it more difficult for Abby. For
it's
Mackenzie, she's going to have to play the blank
Oh, sorry.
on her final stone. It's easier in some ways
Okay.
right in the middle because it
Okay.
just tracks with any weight.
It's inside edge, but it holds well there, so.
Yeah.
You're a 10 on the last one.
Yeah.
Medium down. Little down. Queen. Little down. Queen. Yep.
And on the mark for Abby Marks. So the blank attempt to come from Mackenzie Zacharias here in 5.
Good there.
That time, okay?
9-6.
Take this off. You got a Mac right out to it here? Yeah. Like you can. Rock first, let's go.
Yeah. Yes.
Hard.
Yes.
Really hard.
Trying to hold the lead and hammer
Straight up. Just straight up.
You're good.
through the first 5 as Burgess a few late scrubs. Red goes away, shooter goes away, blank on the board for Team Manitoba. As Mackenzie Zacharias, undefeated going into this gold medal game, has a lead through the first 5 here in Langley, BC. Everyone's eye on the prize as 2 teams, men's and women's, will make the trip to Russia next month to compete for Team Canada at the World Juniors. 5 more to come here on TSN for the women's gold medal game.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
We're good.
We're good? Yes, you are. 3 more. This is all on its own. She's driving it by. And Alberta will pick up the steal.
We don't need to.
Put it on the corner. Give your skipper a chance. Take it down all the way to it like that. Here comes Emma Miscu. Get it to the far, ladies. You got to get it. Take it a little bit more. No, the over curl. Get it there. Get it there. No. We're going to go 1 more. Drawing against 2. Same thing here. Again. Get it to the far. Take it. No. Alberta will steal for the Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
What a comeback that was for Chelsea Carey, Team Alberta, now Team Canada. The Scotties coming up in Moose Jaw. And the field, we see a few names that you'll recognize going back. Carrie Galusha, Suzanne Burt. As a lot of the playdowns will be wrapping up today, so the field will be getting closer. And a reminder, Friday, February 14th, our coverage begins. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy, myself. It's the wild card game, the play-in game. That's Valentine's Day, by the way, Kathy. I will take wine, chocolates. Don't worry about the flowers. It's fine. Whatever you want to bring. Maybe some future Scotties champions on the ice right now. It is Manitoba, a 3-2 lead at the New Holland Canadian Juniors.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Welcome back. Let's flash back. Last season, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan women's final. BC's Sarah Daniels, Alberta's Selena Sturmey. In the 9th, tied up at 6. Sturmey, line 1, and she makes her last count, taking out the BC Stones, scoring a big 3. They were undefeated all week, and they won 9-6. As Sturmey, Abby Marks, Kate Goodhelpson, and Paige Papley, your 2019 Canadian Junior Champions. And of course, 1 year later, 2 of those young ladies in the final again, but it's Mackenzie Zacharias trying to go undefeated this year. As you look at the past champs since 2012, a lot of Alberta on there and a lot of Nova Scotia as well lately. Caitlin Jones, Mary Fay, and Corin Brown. Of course, we're in BC, the last time the BC champ back in 2013. And this year it will be either Manitoba or Team Alberta. So as you see, the blank on the board in 5. So here in 6, Manitoba, a 3-2 advantage with Hammer throwing the yellow stones.
Added a lot back.
Line's close. Close. Line's good. Top 4, top 8. Line's good. Top 8. Line's a little tight. Top 8. Yep. Line's top good. 4. Don't want to go. Top 4. Line's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oops. 14-4. Sorry. That was really good. That's good.
Only boy tried to get me.
Tucks nicely in behind that guard.
Yeah.
Line's close. T-line, top 8, top 4. Wait's close. Line's good. Close. Wait's good. Harley first. Yeah. The line's good. Top 4. Wait's good. Easy Wait's line. Good. Just to it. Just to it. No. Just to it. No bounce.
It's got to come off.
14-3. Sit.
Sorry, Lauren.
We thought going into this game that it was going to be the front ends that might make the difference. They're actually tied up. Very little to choose, but the overall numbers favor Manitoba. The biggest difference is at the skip position where Mackenzie Zacharias is at 90% and Abby Marks at 69.
Line's a little tight. Box. Yep. Hard, Jamie. Yep. Hard. Bum box. Hard. Hard, really gotta go. Hard. Push, 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 push.
And they can't save that one for Paige. It will spill the Alberta Redstone top 12.
Stay.
She's got a very soft rotation, and that's why her stones are jumping on her.
Abby, was it
Just like
was
this?
the time?
Or
She might freeze back down to it, or even just.
she's playing the hit and roll. Do we ever play that run now?
We can play it now. If we miss it now, though, it's bad. Like with that one there, then she just hits this.
What do you like, Lauren?
My first thought was the run, but Mac
If
has a
we
good
freeze,
point.
she's playing the
Yeah,
double.
yeah. Do we hit this first, though? Before
Then
we play
she's
this?
hitting and rolling still, I think.
We still have that run, though, if she hits and rolls
let's
under.
play that. Let's play that. The hit.
Okay.
Okay.
10?
Yeah.
Straight at him.
Look at him.
I love that conversation, and Kathy, you know this team better than everyone. So Mackenzie asked for some advice. Who's usually the voice of reason to step up and help out there?
You know what? It's one of those things where she's walking through what her strategy is. You heard a lot from Lauren, again reminding you that Lauren is a former skip out of PEI, so she's looking at things from a different lens all the time from the other end.
Okay.
And that takes their run away. That's the problem.
Do you like
So they were counting on being able to run their own stone back to get out that red stone, especially knowing this hit and roll may be coming.
Easy. Lead. Easy. Lead. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Easy up. Catherine. Catherine. Hard, Catherine.
Sorry.
Stop nose.
Yeah.
Do you like 9.5 or firm?
I like sticking's really key here.
Yeah, I know.
But wait.
It's like right
10.
here.
Yeah, I don't hate
Just
10.
yeah, I don't mind 10.
Yeah, it should go.
Same weight.
Look at him.
So a double hold the shooter here, Kathy, with the right weight. Is that what they were discussing?
It is. That keeps your 2 alive. Those 2 yellow stones on top are an easy double on the nose. And so they need to have another one in if they're going to count 2 here.
Lauren Lennon-Tan getting a little extra curl. Both reds moving. And that is still shot stone for Alberta. Back 8.
I think it jams.
They were like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now because Abby already is shot, no need to make a play on those 2 yellow stones. And if Catherine is able to duck behind, none of those can be utilized to run back onto what she will throw. So huge opportunity to put some pressure here in 6.
Line's close. Little down. Very tight.
Really close.
Top 4. Line's good. Top 4. Close. Get. Get. Hard. Yes. See? Yeah, really gotta go.
Hard pitch, hard pitch, hard pitch.
Whoa. Yes. Yes. Whoa. T.
Catherine Clifford. Pretty good job to get it by. It'll settle. Her second shot back 4 as Catherine is a lifeguard and a swim instructor when she's not busy throwing draws at the Canadian final here in Langley.
Try to hit this one and roll. Like, do you ever hit it and is it gonna jam on the back red? I think it's still gonna go a little over top, but we can,
I don't think
like nose will. Just a hair high.
Yeah,
You like that?
Yeah.
I think we gotta try, yeah? Okay.
You can do that and maybe run onto the back one. You can also throw hack or bumper weight to really move those stones around, but leave them both in play. The challenge with that is where your shooter will stay, could still block the shot stone.
Weight's good. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. Hard. Whoa.
Carly trying to make sure that Mac has a shot on her final.
Stick.
Opens it up, red goes away, and that changes the dynamic now for Team Manitoba.
So we good? I think so. I missed the time.
That's okay.
Her shooter stays right where it is. So it still is protecting the Alberta stone, but gets rid of 1. And really does force Alberta to play that hit, given the score.
And just eliminates that stagger out front. Now at least you have a clean run back if you choose to use that Yellowstone top 12.
Medium up. No.
No.
Good.
And it hangs it around for 1 and 2 shot stones Alberta.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. 10.
We're always going to have that straight back.
Saving the run for Mackenzie, knowing that if they hit and stick, Alberta will be forced to hit and stick out in the wings.
Little big. Weight's pretty good. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean. 10. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Good.
Very nice.
Had like 2 minutes.
Okay. I think it was good. Yeah.
Good throw.
Tiny roll this way, but
Yeah.
medium.
I wouldn't mind to see hairless ice, Abby. Okay.
Catherine asking for suggesting a little less ice. I think it's a good call. We know that the stones will track out there. With sweeping, they can pull it back a little bit. She also doesn't have a lot of room to roll to the right and still be lying 2 because of that stone at the top of the house.
Medium. Close. Yeah. Good medium. Whoa. Medium. Yep.
Obviously a lot more hits so far today for Abby Marks. Into skip stones here in 6 and bang on the nose. So they can continue to trade the hits out there in the wings.
Yeah, that was also a 10. I thought that was more than that.
Looking for the double now is Manitoba.
Curl.
Okay,
I think
peel?
there. Yeah, peel.
You got it, Mac. It's so frustrating.
Just honestly, I would keep throwing while you're throwing. Just like you're icing yourself fine. Okay, so just throw that weight because it's a nice controllable weight. I mean, it'll be fine. I know you're not gonna throw any more down than that. So
yeah, we can definitely hold it here. So like you can. Rock first here, Mac. Don't need to kill it. Just nice and easy.
Good little pep talk there from Catherine Clifford to her skip.
It was.
Words of encouragement never hurts.
Very positive.
In a game like this. And some lovely numbers here from Mackenzie Zacharias. Here we go, a big double opportunity here in 6. Her first big scrub. Bang it, roll it over, catch it, and move it enough. And a good double as now it's Manitoba line 2 with hammer here in 6.
Good swing, guys.
Almost just trying to catch it that little bit thinner or thicker. That great brushing to lie to.
Only 1-2 on the board so far in this gold medal game that came back in the first end as Team Zacharias had hammer and took advantage.
I like we can get like nose or hair roll under. Okay.
Okay, so 2 choices here. One, she could play the double, hit the stone just off nose to lie 2, and electing instead to play the soft weight shot, trying to hit and roll underneath the stone at the top 12.
This is no right or wrong here, Kathy. This is just preference.
It's the difference between trying to force, but has to make a really good roll. The double's not easy either.
And a big scrub here, trying to get by that Yellowstone first. They just will flip it over. That is a lovely shot from Abby Mark. Shot stone buried, back 4.
Great brushing. No room between her stone and the stone at the top 12.
Up through the roof. I was so far ahead of you. Can't touch that roof. You can hack. You have a good third of it.
Yeah, hack. Okay, hack's good.
Okay. 12.
Nothing there.
Yeah.
Do you like that? I think that's
so the door is still open for Manitoba to try pick up 2, but a tough shot for Mackenzie.
Well, the challenge is if Mackenzie tries to play the run back on her own, where her stone will be here, and all of a sudden this stone over here becomes the shot stone over the top one, so it would only be for 1. This is the play for 2.
And if you drive that yellow back and miss, Kathy, maybe you're giving up a steal of 2 depending on the shooter.
Yeah, 12's good.
So job well done from Abby Marks, doing her part to put some pressure on Mackenzie Zacharias. Final stone on the way here in 6. Right now a stolen point, back 4 for Alberta. Carly Burgess now trying to carve it over, getting all the curl she can. Hits the red. Where does the shooter go? Spinning and spinning, and it did spin back, but I don't think enough.
No, I think it is only 1.
Just the single. It was close.
Just 1?
1 revolution too many, I believe, is a great effort. But just a single for Zacharias or to Manitoba after 6. There you see the trophies, the hardware, the medals. I did the math, Kathy, and I'm awful at math, but from Langley, BC to Krasnoyarsk, Russia, just under 8,000 kilometers, and both these teams can't wait to make that journey, though. It's in Siberia next month, the Crystal Ice Arena, beginning February 15th, the World Juniors, and one of these teams will represent Canada proudly. Right now it is Manitoba up 4-2. Alberta, Abby Marks with hammer here in 7, throwing the red stones.
And beyond the opportunity, what an amazing geographic opportunity it presents to the team that wins to go to a place that you would never likely get to in your lifetime with a maple leaf on your back.
Line's
Close.
good. Top 4. Hey, bit of rim right now. Top 4. Line's good. Top 8, top 4. Hey, rim. Top 4. Line's good. Top 8. Line's good. Top 4. Yep, right to it. Go, go, go.
That's really good. Good team.
So the race is on to the middle, trying to corner freeze on top of that stone. Just thrown by Alberta so that no run back can get to the shot stone belonging to Manitoba.
Top 8.
Line's good. Just top 8. Top 4. Okay, line's good.
Top 4.
Line's really good.
T-line.
Okay.
Trying.
Okay.
Line's really nice.
It's really coming off.
Line's really good.
We're there. Still.
Just here.
Got to curl.
Gotta curl a bit.
No, we're there. We're still bouncing.
Okay. Line's fine.
Good.
Good. 14-7.
We've had a lot of fun all weekend with some trivia, and this gold medal game no exception. Here is the question: who is the last female Manitoba skip to go undefeated at the Canadian Juniors? So undefeated and winning out of Manitoba, female skip. There you go. You were struggling with
The
this one.
wheels are turning.
Is the hamster's on strike, or?
The hamster's been running for a while.
Okay, fair enough.
Nowhere.
We'll give you the answer in a few minutes' time.
Just a little less. Okay.
I can't get past Caitlin. I know that Caitlin was the last to win for Manitoba.
Back to back for her.
But I'm not sure that she went undefeated.
3. Line's really good.
Caitlin Laws.
Okay.
Who else?
3. Lauren
Caitlin,
first.
if you went undefeated, give me a call quickly before they put the answer.
Call a favor in.
Call a favor in.
Really coming off.
Yeah. I gotta go. Hard, Lauren.
Hard.
Really hard.
You got to go.
Right over, Lauren. Right over. Keep going. Right over. Good.
Stop.
Really came off, eh?
Yeah.
17.
Page will host a Sandra Schmerler charity bond spill in April. A lot of these young athletes giving back in their own right.
A part of the scholarship when you submit your application is to come up with a fundraiser in support of that charity. And then obviously if you're given one of the scholarships, you follow through with that.
I like same thing for now. Okay, just guard. Okay.
Yeah, I think they'll work one more time.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Just stay close at the end.
Yeah.
Tight. Thought it was all there.
Weight's
good.
Weight's good. Okay.
Thought it was all there. Sliding really good.
Line's
Tight.
good.
Halfway tight.
Line's nice.
Weight's really good. Whoa, line. It's got to over curl.
Whoa. Line's okay.
Sit.
Just gotta sit.
Weight's good.
Sit.
Sit.
It's good, Car. Good, Carly.
That really covers the right one.
All right, so
15.
there's the question again. Kathy had the hamster going. Last female
the only
Manitoba
one I
skip.
can think of is the Patty Vandy, Kathy Pizzarco, but I don't know that there hasn't been somebody since. Kathy, apology. She's probably screaming in her living room.
Way to go, Kath.
Way to go.
And I meant that, Kathy, not you. As we look at undefeated records all time for the junior women at this event, and you just got to go back to last year. Selena Sturmey for Team Alberta, undefeated. Rachel Holman did it. And there you see Kathy O, Kathy King for Alberta back in 1978. So some great names in curling history on the women's side all time. And as you see by that board, it's never been done in back-to-back years, and an opportunity for Manitoba as Alberta did it last year, and Mackenzie Zacharias trying to do that this year.
Yeah.
Eyeball. Yeah. Do you ever like just this? We'll punch ours here.
Yeah, I like that.
Just with like 10 though.
Okay.
Right at it.
They believe that top stone is in, and that's dictating the weight that Carly's being asked to throw. Want to make sure that they don't double out their own. Need to leave a couple of stones in play.
Whoa. Yes. We're big. Whoa.
Bronze medalist last year with Caitlin Jones and Prince Albert as Carly Burgess back chasing gold again.
Sorry, Car. Good throw.
Moves those stones around. Red disappears quickly.
Yeah.
And for now, Manitoba allowing the 2 without Hammer here in 7.
Double? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Or you just sit there. But I kind of like the double.
It's interesting. From here, it does not look like that red stone is on, but the team's very confident that it is. And so that's why Alberta will attempt this double to July 2.
With the 4 rock rule at the beginning of an end, is that the one time you can measure in end to make sure?
You can
They
always,
didn't, obviously, but you could.
You can always bring out the stick to see if the stone is on. If you wanted to hit it and your opponent thinks it's out and you think it's in. The other time you see a measuring stick brought out during a game is when it's on the back line, whether it's touching or not, and out of play.
I think so.
Yeah, as long as they don't leave it here, but.
And even nose is fine. Like,
yeah, nose isn't bad
slashes
either.
it.
Just 10?
Okay.
10 in there?
Yep, you got it, Mash.
Are we nosing?
Slattery we just roll far.
Or that.
But I think
as
she
long
might
as there's
come
no
out. I think
double.
she's freezing
No,
or
there's a
coming
better
around.
angle
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure. So you are
Underneath,
looking at
but, I
that
mean, nose
outside
isn't
surface
awful
of the
either.
stone straight down, and that black line that is around the outside 12-foot is considered part of the house. So you can see why the teams do believe that that stone is in.
Right up here. Rock first. Let's go.
Right out to it.
Right now, very difficult for Alberta to get to that Manitoba stone. So for Mackenzie wants to make sure she does not set up the double to allow that.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa, just nose it. Just nose. Yeah. Nose. Good.
That's good, Mac. Okay. I think that's better.
What did you say?
10-5? Okay. Yeah, that or you do that. Let her try and chase it.
Yeah, we barely had any.
Yeah. Good throw. I think it's almost better there, though, because if we roll, she's
coming all the way around. I
Either
mean, I
way.
have to make a freeze, but
Attack. Like, try and do that.
I think that's fully buried. That looks really hard, Abby.
Okay. I don't know what to do here. His nose bad. It's not great.
That just gives her the same thing she just threw.
Yeah. That's a really hard double.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
I kind of think you gotta play it though, bud.
Do I have to throw this turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is almost a very thin redirect. If you play it the other way, so the in-turn side is if you're a right-handed person across, you're rolling out for sure if you get it, and knowing that Manitoba will go around. So playing the very thin redirect to lie to.
I don't even know if that's there.
For Catherine has to call it to almost miss that hit, to graze it super thin.
Can you ever just get them the other way a little big? You could, yeah.
I'm not hearing confidence in the shot.
Catherine, can you ever get it this way? Like the slash?
I think the slash is easier.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I think that's just as hard, though.
I don't think that's
I
harder.
think the slash is much easier. You probably are losing your shooter, but I think it's way easier than this.
I think that's just as hard, if not harder, Abby.
That's almost not there.
So Alberta using their first timeout, and Doug Marks, who skipped Saskatchewan at a Canadian Juniors himself back in 1982, will come out.
Have two options here. You either draw behind it into the back 4 foot, or you can come in and just tap that one back.
Yeah.
And try to lay a shot that way. This one's not bad. If you can put it back 4 foot and she misses the run back, then you've got your deuce that way. So
I almost don't mind.
That's not bad either. So you don't really have anything else. That's too thin a double.
Yeah.
And
You're probably rolling open. Right?
Unless you roll.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah, you can roll
You
it
don't
behind.
have any of Yeah, it's overburied by it. But if you throw
Personally, I probably like just drawing the back 4 foot, but it's up to you.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go, guys.
I'm with Doug. I think that this is your percentage shot. You draw around and you go even back 4. That's a tough run for Mackenzie. If she makes it, you're going to have the same shot again to get your single. This hit is so thin to be able to make it. They also talked about this option of trying to come through this hole with tap, wait, and roll there. This space is not big at all. It looks big from the hack end, but there's just enough room for a rock to get through, and when you're throwing draw weight, and with the movement of this ice, it's very difficult. So back 4, force Mackenzie to either make the short run or to come down with hack weight, and you should still have the same shot twice for the single. And if she misses, it's for 2.
You saw that stat, Abby Marks desperate to try score a pair with hammer. It's been a struggle as of late, and now struggling to get it by that yellow stone. That's a good brush, and where will it stop?
Great shot.
Lovely. Touching back 4, shot stone just like Dad, and Abby drew it up.
That is a great shot. Great brushing to get it by the front.
Finally phased through a rock.
Wow.
I thought that was really big on your end.
And good for her to get up in the hack, because there was not a lot of confidence. At the end of the day, she's got to throw that rock, and after the timeout, nice draw.
This is for probably 10 to nose.
Okay.
So
and you're forcing your opponent to make a run back. If she makes it perfectly, that stone is still going to be behind the button, Mackenzie's, if she hits it perfectly. So you're still going to have that shot as an out. But in the meanwhile, you're forcing your opponent to make a good shot.
Because I think once you touch center, it will go a bit.
Yeah, just 9.5.
Gotta keep it high side here.
Yeah.
All right, Mac, let's make it.
This nose is fine too. If we roll it, that's
nose is good. Yeah. Right out to it. Still throw it, Chris.
Making some atrocious faces.
Final stone in 7. Mackenzie Zacharias playing the run back.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa! Yes!
On, then off, then back on again. Got to catch the red. Oh, she sticks it to lie 3 with just 1 to come from Abby Marks here in 7.
Good shot.
That is a peach. Because not only does she make the run, her shooter rolled a little bit to the left. Watch when it hits. Not only does she get the nose hit, but she gets that little bit of a roll, which forces Abby further out to make the draw.
Really good, Mac. Really good.
And against 3.
I like the hole better, but I kind of like through the hole.
You got lots of time.
Medium.
Good time to go down and make sure that the broom's in the right spot when you change the shot. I am a huge fan of resetting the entire process.
A key shot in this gold medal game. Final stone in 7, facing 3, down by 2. Abby Marks needs a pistol. Tapley Scott scrubbing the whole way, find the hole, little wick. Oh man, audible, and it works for 1. My goodness, Abby Marks will take it. The bang squirt through shot to the button. And the single for Team Alberta. Wow, just the way Doug threw it up, I'm sure.
Well, the stone starts to curl. Her weight's really good, gets the redirect, and then Paige Papley, showing experience, jumps on that stone to sweep it in for shot. It's not snooker. You don't have to call the shot the way you're going to get there. When the dust clears, it's 1.
I could just see Russ Howard in your basement right now saying there's no pictures on the scorecard.
Everybody's in.
Everyone's in Kathy's basement. That's a great reaction. Alberta, a much needed single. It wasn't looking good, but they're right in it at this Canadian Juniors. Welcome back to Southern BC, Langley. The city hosted the 2012 Continental Cup a few years ago, and this year hosting the Canadian Juniors for the very first time. And speaking of BC, let's flash back. 2009 Canadian Junior Women's Final, Salmon Arm, British Columbia. Look at these faces. You know them well. Caitlin Laws, Rachel Holman in the 7th, trailing by 1. Laws a draw for 2. Manitoba would lead 3-2. And we go to the final end, tied up at 4. Holman trying to hit and stick around. And for Caitlin Laws, doesn't even have to throw her final stone, as that is a win, 7-4, the final for Manitoba. 11 years ago, and that's the last time that Manitoba has won a title. And you look at the wins for skips all time, as Colleen Neufeld, 24, Caitlin Laws, and Mackenzie Zacharias moving up. So for all-time skip wins for Manitoba women, she would love win number 17 because that would make her a Canadian champion, and she will age out after this year. So some great history, great names over the years out of Manitoba for women's skips at this event.
Well, and you even look at that year, Brian, we always talk about how what we see in the juniors, we so often see in women at that Canadian championship. It was Casey Scheidegger that represented Alberta, Ashley Howard that represented New Brunswick, Kendra Lilly now playing in Northern Ontario, represented that province or that part of the province. So some great names. So you know that Canadian Junior Championship, talk about chock-a-block with great talent.
Let's go! Whoa! Hair up! Whoa! Hair up! Whoa!
So here in 8, Manitoba up by 1. Hammer back to Zacharias and the younger sister. Emily, a nice shot, getting the Reds going for Team Manitoba.
Gets it out of the 4-foot and locks on the other one. Probably not a very good visual from the hack right now.
Would you like just like back 8, back 12?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, back 8.
That's what I just threw, hey?
Pardon?
That's what I just threw.
Yeah.
Line's close, hair tight.
Little more.
Get.
Back 12.
Get.
Just back 8. Back 4.
Well,
Kathy, is that soft rotation that really took off right out of her hand?
We noticed that yesterday and again today, just very, she lets the rock come out of her hand instead of throwing it with a crisp release. And in a curling club on straighter ice, that's not going to have any impact, but it certainly does with the arena. It actually takes some of that curl
Talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
or that turn off the rock.
I think we saved it.
Have a chance to see Sheldon Zacharias
yeah.
come out for a timeout.
So I mean, she's gonna play something on this, right?
Yeah.
I have like half of that.
We never really tap this.
That's why. Do you ever try to split it?
I don't think we split it.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, split's not bad.
the
probably.
tap's
It's
really-
nice to cover some of this
really
stuff.
hard.
Okay. Like this port?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you guys thinking?
It's there.
I like the draw, just tolerance has to, it's
Yeah, I
really,
mean, you don't want to play the split. You're going to leave her an easy
Yeah,
double.
I just don't want to make the shot for her.
Okay, yeah.
This one.
Then we just play the draw.
Do we
Just
ever
like-
play the out turn draw?
Or like right here.
Yeah.
Don't hate that.
I think she's
I don't
coming
hate
here.
that. You got more room coming that
then
way.
we have
rip.
the run.
We have the
We
run.
have the
or we
run.
rip.
Okay.
She's
I like
facing
that.
If she
four
ever
yellows.
comes here, I always have this too.
Yeah.
But if we ever bunch this up, are we leaving her a triple?
Triple.
She just
Because she can
hammers
still
it.
come through the port then,
Yeah.
I think, if we leave it here.
Okay, I like this because I think that's what she's playing.
Just here?
Yeah, try to get under.
Okay.
Even top
Talked
eight.
about
Even
this
here
way?
is really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's quite
yeah.
the
Like,
loop.
again, just don't
You
do
got
the split.
Yeah.
a cutter.
One of the things they talked at one point was playing just the split to do that. But if you do that, you open up your access to these 2 stones in the 4-foot. So for
14-7's
sure
really
that
close.
stone right
Yeah.
now that is on the center line is your friend. So coming around the outside, trying to get to the 4-foot, block the path for Alberta.
Top eight. Top 4. Top 8, top 4. Yeah. Line. Really hard. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, guard it. Right over, Lauren.
Okay, the stone clearly
Hard,
picked up
Lauren.
something. So trying to do plan B now.
Keep it going. Hard. Keep going.
Okay.
That reminds me of my youth. Two sweepers on the same side just pushing at that rock.
Worked out pretty good.
I mean, not a bad result.
Thought you threw it good.
I don't know. That was just like,
Yeah.
I thought I threw it up too.
It's early out of her hand. It starts to run, and then you can see it jump.
Right over, Lauren.
And now they're both on the same side, trying to get as much directional push to move that stone over to the center line and block the path.
Keep going. Keep going.
So a lot of yellow granite, though, piled up in the house
Heel.
as Catherine Clifford
Yep.
throwing big weight, trying to drive that red stone in.
Hard.
Go, 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 go.
Runs it back. She'll clip the one yellow. Manitoba still, though, 2 shot stones around that button area with hammer here in 8.
All right, guys. Yeah.
We'll keep her
Or do you have it through the port? Like,
I
does
do
she
have the port, but if we could get around the yellow, she has the port.
But do we ever throw it that way?
Because she has
Okay,
the double.
I like it. I like
this. Okay.
As this game progresses, now that we're in 8, you're going to hear a lot more discussion and a lot more questioning. And you just really need to keep it simple and not overthink.
We're there. Close. Yeah. Yes.
Top four.
Hard.
Do it.
Hard.
Whoa, yeah, girl, you gotta curl it.
We're there. Sit.
It's good card. Good card.
And 3 back in there for Carly Burgess as she draws top 4, putting more pressure here on Team Alberta.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Well, you run the one on the right or the left.
You have to throw like Peel. Think you can get 2 of them at least.
Okay. I don't mind that.
I think they're talking through the hole, not
They
the
are
run
now
back.
talking through the hole. Hoping to hit the top one really thin and move that out one way and catch the back stone and move it out. She's going to have to throw a lot of weight and get as close to the guard as she can.
Well.
Clifford. And sometimes you throw a little more, obviously offline, and that is a tough one for Team Alberta.
Yeah. Like, just top 12 in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just tuck it guard. Fine.
Yeah. Just ran dead straight from where she let it go.
Okay.
And so Mackenzie asking Carly to come in now. You don't want to throw a guard. You want to just pile up the stones, have Alberta running something that keeps their shooter out of the house.
Top 8. We're
there.
Here, top 4.
Just
No,
here.
top 8.
Top 8. Just top 8.
Lauren in.
Top 12. Hard line.
Hard.
Top 12. Hard line. Tight.
Hard.
2. We're 2. You gotta hold the line. Take off the
Okay,
yellow.
whoa, whoa. Just over
Take
and off,
off
I
the
guess.
yellow. We're not there.
It's not ticking.
It's okay.
16-6.
I don't know what happened to that one.
I don't know either. You threw it. It looked good out of your hand.
Must be just
It's
getting
almost
a
like
little
it's just getting a
soft.
little soft on
Yeah.
the edges.
We
It
saw
kinda
that
looked like
yesterday.
ends were
It
just
started
like-
to get a little soft, something we'd not seen at all this week.
I think this, getting the 2 and the 3 is the best. If you throw medium, try and hit as much of this as you can.
She can make 2 go for sure.
Probably nothing.
Okay.
Either that or we run it.
You think that?
Do you guys like the run?
I don't mind trying it. Okay.
I don't really see much else on the other side.
Okay, you pretty much want to hit the 6 on the nose.
Yeah.
So like here.
Okay.
Peel.
There's no way you're getting all 3 here, Kathy.
No, I don't see it. If those guards weren't there, it's still really tough, and those guards are there.
I want to hear more.
We saw that yesterday where it started to feel like it got slower and softer as the game went on.
Heel up. Yep.
Skip Stones here in 8. Alberta in a mess of trouble right now. Abby Marks, run back try. What she got, and clips the 1 yellow, removes the stagger, but still 2 top 4 shot stones belonging to Zacharias.
That's a lot better, buddy.
Just had to hit it a little bit thinner. Took a little bit extra ice from the hack, but just not quite enough.
At least you sprung one a little bit. Like, I think if we just nose, the 2 are just like sticking dead frozen there. So.
What kind of weight do you think? Like 14.5?
I think 14.5 is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Is tolerance to be there or tolerance to be light?
Probably light. I mean, she has a draw to come all the way around, but
I guess still like 14.5.
Even heavy's not awful.
I think
if we
2
just
hours
tap
is
ours.
okay.
Yeah.
So good. 14.5.
So coming around, trying to block this side off, forcing Abby Mark to go on the out-turn side if you're a right-handed thrower, around to the back of the forefoot.
Top 4. Easy line. Top 4. Easy line. Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good. Pulling.
It's good.
Pulling.
Top 8. Top 4.
Pull. Line's perfect. Yeah. Easy. Just here. Just here.
Well, you heard the comment a few times. Maybe the ice is getting a bit soft in this
Good
area. No problem here for Mackenzie Zacharias.
Wow.
Throws another one in there. Manitoba line 3. So a good chance to compare numbers, and we'll look specifically at the skips.
Well, Abby Marks has come up quite a bit from the second half, and we've seen some great shots that she made, including last end. But it has been Mackenzie Zacharias that started strong in both her hitting and her drawing. Some great numbers for a Canadian final rookie.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, coach did not like the call, so Alberta will use their second timeout.
One right there. Can you ever just like tap this back and sit for second?
Yeah, I guess if you just tap it, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think the freeze. Like just
Yeah.
What kind of weight are you thinking of?
I was thinking medium, but
Do you just like the tapping it to here and then just like freezing here?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at, because they're still gonna be able to see about 3/4 of your rock there, even if you make it. You can just tap that back a bit, like to the back forefoot, and kind of roll in a little bit.
okay, so what kind of weight?
back 8.
Let me just look at it from behind again.
They're edge on edge for you, these 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think back 8 should be a good weight then.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like you're never rolling because you're just kicking.
The only other shot is the run back, the slash. You want to try that one too?
That's hard.
Huh?
That's hard. I'm giving up.
I think
know.
you have a good
I think this one, yeah, that one's easier. Yeah.
Okay. You can do that with, if you do hit it and roll in a bit, then you just got to hope that something good happens.
Like back 8?
Yeah, whatever weight you can.
I think just
like
pushing
back-
this to here is really good.
You can throw it right here. I think that's
Okay.
really good weight.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go, guys.
Coming.
Well, they changed the call. There really is no inside roll. So one of the things Doug talked about was playing the slash in. That is so tough because so many things can go wrong. They had talked about playing the hit on this stone and trying to roll under, but there is no room for your stone to roll under. All it would do is sit right beside it. That's an open hit for 3. So now they're going to try to have that same outcome, but you just tap the stone back just a wee bit and you leave it corner frozen. It would mean that Mackenzie would have a draw to the lid for 2, but at this point it's about minimizing damage and staying in this game.
We said this one end to go. Critical shot in the game.
Early.
And she needs another one here.
Back 12. Whoa. Back 12. Up. Back line.
Final stone in 8 for the Alberta skip, Abby Marks, with
Back
1 to
12.
come for Mackenzie
Whoa.
Zacharias.
Back
Back 12.
We're tapping it quite a bit.
Trying to curl up, a little tap, make a little pocket, and she is. Second shot stone, that's a pretty good result.
That is not all
considered.
bad. You bet.
What was that, Catherine? Yeah, I don't know if we can get to nose, but a hair off is going to get it through the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you have? How much?
Yeah, you have more than that. Yeah. Oh, you have like the edge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just hair off nose. Even if we lose the back one, that's okay.
Even if we lose this one and it goes over top, that's
Yeah.
fine. Just hit it like right here, hey?
All right, Max, let's make it.
Right here?
Yeah.
If we clip that, that's fine.
Yep.
Just here. What do you like, firm?
I was thinking firm, yeah.
Okay.
Firm or a little more, but I'm scared it might run a little.
Like here?
Okay. 9?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
may
Max,
wind
take
up
your time.
ticking off your own that is shot in the forefoot just because of the angle that it's coming in.
Okay.
You guys like this?
Yeah. Do you think we're sticking with firm or we're not trying to stick? I like firm.
I think we just got to make sure it
Yeah,
goes.
okay. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Close to nose, but
Yeah, really close to nose. If we clip our back, that's fine.
yeah. All right, Mac, we're good. Let's make this. Let's capitalize here.
Right out to it.
Right out. Rock first. Just a 9.
Lots of positive messaging.
Final stone. Mackenzie Zacharias.
Close to
She has shot rock. She's got a chance for potential 3. Trying to drive it through that hole.
Clean. Clean. Yeah.
Clean, on, off, back on it, hit the red, right through, hold the shooter. How about 4 on the board for Manitoba? What a shot from Mackenzie Zacharias.
Oh, that's Lauren Valentine's mom and Allie Burton.
That could be your TSN turning point right there. 8-3. We thought she could get 3.
That is precision.
But that is 4 on the board in this gold medal game, and wow, momentum all Manitoba right now.
That's Mom Andrea. She's got the red clapper in her hand. That's my kid.
Manitoba by 5. Welcome back to Langley, BC. Glad you're with us watching our coverage, Canadian Junior Curling Championship, and the Manitoba women getting that much closer to lifting that trophy and those medals around their neck. And that 8th end, wow, that 4 stands out. A huge hit end stick as Mackenzie Zacharias able to remove that red stone cap. We were talking maybe 2 if she clips 1 stone, 3 a pretty good chance, but 4, that was brilliant.
It was, and you know, for Abby Marks, was not that far off. The choice is, you know, you go with that out turn around and you try to bury it, or you play the shot that she did and she tapped it back maybe 2 feet. If she taps it back 8 inches on an angle, it's 1. It's way harder to Manitoba to get it out, but we're talking inches here in a game that is just that precise, and just tapped it back far enough. And for Mackenzie, she made it perfectly.
16.
What do you like? Do you like to throw in here again? Okay.
We showed the flashback earlier of Caitlin Laws, the last time a Manitoba woman won the national title, and that was in British Columbia and Salmon Arm and back in BC. It's been a pretty good week for Manitoba in general in this province, as we have the men's final coming up, and Jacques Gauthier, your son, Manitoba in that final against Daniel Bruce and Newfoundland and Labrador, and that'll be our next matchup, the gold medal final for the men, coming up next on TSN.
15-3.
Top 8.
Just here. That's good.
That's good. Good, Em.
Good, Em. 15-3.
How much heavier is it?
Add 2 to 3 feet.
Little down. There, guys. Line's good. Close. Okay, line's good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Alberta trying to utilize their corner guards.
Top 8. Okay, line's good. Rim right now. Top 8. Line's good. Hard. Okay, rim. Hard.
Jamie Scott, Catherine Clifford on the brush, and she kicked that one yellow. And they'll just replace that back
Just
wherever
plunk it back.
Mackenzie thought it was. There we go. Never happened.
I think so. That look right to you guys? Yeah. Looks close. Okay. You ever like trying it this weird?
It's all right, Jamie. Nobody saw.
Oh.
Sorry, I kicked that for
How thin do you have to hit it?
Do we ever play it thin the other way? Like,
it's like
what do
here.
you mean?
It's pretty
like hit
thin.
it center line side and try
And
to
it
get
might
the side.
clip and come back this way too.
Because you hate to run it in.
Yeah.
Do you ever just go for that one?
Or this.
No, like the guard.
Like the double.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
Or that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this call much better. You play that other
if we leave
stone
that, she's going all the
across
way around.
the face of
Yeah.
your own, trying to make two go away at the same time.
get one here,
You
I'm so
easily could jam that. At this point, you're up 5. Peel the guard. If you get the 2, that's great.
Peel.
If you only get 1, you open it up, and then you hit that stone in the house.
Release here. Let's throw good.
And if you give your opponent 2 because they guard it again or get another one in, that's fine.
Yep. Hard. Really hard. Really hard. Hard. Hard.
That's good.
That's good.
It's good. We just need that one.
Same speed, hair more.
Yeah.
Big, little, big, big.
Line's
Close.
good. Room.
Close. T-line.
Lots of room.
Whoa.
How up?
Need this to come off. Back 8. Back 12. Back 8. Oh, we're coming down very hard.
Whoa.
T-line.
It's good, Paige.
Who needs sweepers?
Very nice.
Very.
Great weight.
Double in the house?
Is that what that's what she called?
I think
Do you like
so.
it?
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Either way, we want her all
So
that
trying to make the double, hit it thin enough it goes
Can we peel
between
the
the
other
2
side?
yellows and gets the red one.
Peel.
Yep.
No matter what, you're eliminating a red stone, but playing for the double.
Yeah. Really hard.
Yeah,
Really.
hard on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hard.
Carly Burgess.
Hard. You're really close.
Big weight here in 9. Bang it.
Oh,
Across
my
the
God.
house. Come on. Double. Brilliant Burgess here in 9.
She can throw tremendous weight for a very small woman. Great kick speed, huge extension.
Touch it.
Hard. You're really close.
Come on.
Catch
Great
it.
shot,
Catch it.
She caught it all right. A lovely double. As Alberta running out of time and rocks in this game. Another nice throw.
4, top 8. Little tight. Top 8, top 4. Little tight. Line's good. Top 4 T.
Just kidding, it's deeper than that.
Just T. Okay, bury
No,
it.
not
Yeah,
even.
gotta bury it.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
And Alberta not giving up hope, just going right back at it again, burying another one.
14-3.
Good draw weight there from Catherine Clifford.
Still some yellow rocks that Alberta can utilize to freeze down to and corner freeze.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Right up.
Right to
Right
it.
up. Good.
Another peel from Burgess.
Cover like this.
Sweet.
Just frozen to it. Or buried.
I think you gotta be a little higher.
Okay.
The concern if you're buried
So,
to
like,
it is
coming
you
around
can
this
play
way.
the in off that red stone in the 8-foot to remove a frozen stone. That's why Abby's asking Catherine to come higher, be around that top yellow stone so that any run back jams on the back, but doesn't present the double opportunity.
Line's a little tight.
Little down.
Line's a little tight. Top 8. Yeah, I gotta go. Down, top 12. Tight. Top 12, top 8.
Yep. Yep. Freeze it. Yep. Well. Okay. 14-8.
That's honestly pretty good. Are we rolling here?
I think nose is
okay.
good.
Hey.
I mean, that's also really good. Like just here.
Yeah.
You just don't want to
Nose
make it a half.
tolerance here.
We'll call for nose, but if it curls up a bit.
Yeah. 10?
Yep.
Just 10?
Yeah.
Hair more ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nose okay, half roll.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just not too far of a roll.
Yeah. All right, Mark, let's go right out to it here. All the way out, rock first.
Yeah, right out to it.
Hair big. Just clean it. Hair big. We're big. 1.5. Clean.
Skip Stones here in 9. Mackenzie Zacharias, her team from the Altona Curling Club. You know they can
Straight up. That's good, Max.
start to sense they're getting closer to hitting themselves into a Canadian championship and representing Canada at those Junior Worlds next month in Russia.
Even if we just force one here.
Do you think you ever play this? Try and roll a bit? I have to get rid of 4 rocks. Yeah, I think if you play that double and try and roll, because I think this, we're just getting forced. Like she's just gonna guard it up and then you're gonna have a pin to draw to. Can you tap it back? Yeah. That or you play the hit and roll here. What do you think? I think you have to tap it back. Okay. Just like back 8. Okay.
I don't think you want to start playing hits. You're down 5. You're trying to generate points with hits. If she hits and rolls too far or rolls out, it gives the Zacharias team a pretty much shoe-in if you're up that many with last rocks. But if she can come around that stone and tap it back a little bit, it forces Mackenzie to make a good shot. Even if she guards, you're going to have the out-turn from the left-hand thrower for her too.
Have a tiny bit more.
Mine's a hair tape. Zone. Hair tape, yep. T. Hard line. T. Hard line. Top 4. Hard line. Yeah, gotta get a bounce. Gotta get a bounce. Hard. Bounce it off. Go, 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 go.
And a little bounce. Last minute, she'd asked for a little more ice and the weight just a little light.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
We're 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, I think so.
Just like top 8.
Taller and short.
Wait, just her down and then here.
Got it, Mac. She's playing
And the tolerance for Mackenzie here is light. If she's full 12 on this side, blocking the path, really tough for Alberta to find a way to get one.
Like yeah, I like this. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Let's make it good.
Yeah.
Let's capitalize here.
Yeah. Even just a piece tucked is good.
Yeah, piece tuck is good. Yeah.
Kind of weight over here.
Abby's always got that hit and roll off the left outside stone in the 8 foot as you look at it.
Up by 5, 9th end. Mackenzie Zacharias, her Manitoba team.
Good. Top 8, top 4.
Okay,
Trying to put the finishing touches on a national title.
Running a bit.
Weight's really good.
Top 4.
Yeah. Line only.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's fine. Line's good.
Line only. T.
No. It's okay.
Just let it sit.
It's there. It's there.
Sit.
It's good, Mac. That's good, Mac. That's fine. 14-3. Okay.
And it will sit back button, the pocket available.
All right, that's fine.
And not a lot of options here for Abby Marks. The draw for 1.
Good sweep.
It's a good for us.
Yeah, it's good for us.
Yeah.
We're up 4 with them.
Yeah.
Got to tip your cap, though, Kathy, to this young lady. No quits all week long in this Alberta team. You look back to the standings that were, the tiebreakers that faced them. Winning 2 tiebreakers, then coming back, not a lot of rest, winning the semifinal versus Nova Scotia. That went to an extra end.
No, it is a long week, and when you add those extra 2 games, and even last night, it was just a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, even emotionally and mentally. Those things really, really wear you down.
Back 4. Room. Back 8. Can't go. Room needs to cut. Back 4. Back 8.
No sweeping yet, as this stone has to really finish up and stop in a hurry. Try to find that pocket. It'll go right by, and that is a big-time steal. 2 more for Team Manitoba.
Yellow. We can't. Can we?
And I'll be surprised if they don't shake. And they will. And that is a national championship for Team Manitoba and Mackenzie Zacharias. And for Carly Burgess, her 3rd Canadian championship, and she stands alone amongst junior women all time.
Good job, guys. Oh, I'm so happy.
A chance to breathe, a chance to salute the family and friends that have made the trip to cheer them on here in Langley, BC. And full credit, undefeated the entire week, well-deserved, well-earned from the first rock in this final. Mackenzie Zacharias in her final year of eligibility, winning with her sister Emily. Now 3 titles for Carly Burgess, and now look at this. Back-to-back years of undefeated play. Alberta did it last year, Selena Sturmey, and this year, 2020 in BC, Manitoba, Mackenzie Zacharias, and the first win for the Manitoba women since Caitlin Laws, as we mentioned, when she went back-to-back, her final title in 2009. We tip our cap to Abby Marks. A great week and good battle, a hug from Dad. We will hear from the champion here in Langley right after this.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Hugs, elation, emotion, as Team Manitoba will be Team Canada. A big win for Mackenzie Zacharias and her team. And Mackenzie's with Kathy.
Mackenzie, congratulations. How does it feel?
Oh man, did that just happen? Like, it doesn't seem real yet. I mean, it was a great game played by both teams, and oh man, it just feels fantastic.
You go through Manitoba, you go through this Canadian field undefeated. What makes your team so good?
Yeah, I mean, none of us expected that this would ever happen, to go undefeated in both events. I mean, everyone in Canada is so good. Every team here was so good. And I think our team, we come to play every game, we come ready, and we love playing together, and I think that makes a big difference.
So now you take a long journey over to Russia to have an opportunity to represent the Maple Leaf. What kinds of thoughts do you have about playing in a World Championship for the first time?
Oh, I mean, I haven't thought about it a ton yet because I just wanted to play this game and see how it went. I mean, I think I'm both stoked to see my name on the back of a Canadian jacket. I think that's going to be amazing, and I'm just overjoyed and so excited to represent this country.
You brought 2 people from other parts of the country to play in Manitoba. You built this team to win a Canadian championship. Talk about the personalities on this team.
Yeah, I mean, Lauren and Carly both made a huge, took a huge risk and a huge chance on us coming to Manitoba, and I mean, they're both fantastic curlers and fantastic people to be around, and it's just worked really well for us this season. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a long time since Manitoba was at the top for the women, and now a game this afternoon for the men. Does that mean that Manitoba is finally moving back up again?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're going to cheer the men on hard, and hopefully we can send both Manitoba teams to the Worlds.
Congratulations, Mac, and good luck.
Thank you.
Love the emotion, well-deserved. Time for the game story, brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. Well, they came out with Hammer, the best team all week long. They got Hammer, choice of stones at 2 in the first, the big 4 and 8. And there you see 10-3 the final for Team Manitoba. So it's now time for the medal presentations here at the Canadian Juniors in Langley. We'll start off with the bronze medalist, and we congratulate Taylor Stevens and their team from Nova Scotia.
Please welcome your bronze medal team, Team Nova Scotia. Mary Madikal. Lead, Kate Fitzgerald. Second, Kate Callahan. Third, Lindsay Burgess, and skip, Taylor Stevens.
Wow, what a good run this team had. Her first under-21 championship, Taylor Stevens. This is someone that we will expect to see back again.
And two Burgesses wearing medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Pretty
your
proud
silver
family.
medal team, Team Alberta.
And what a week, what a long week. It's so heartrending for these women to lose this final after going through the round robin and fighting their way back into the playoffs from 2 extra games, winning that squeaker last night, and then it was really that big 4 that ended it.
So Abby Marks and Paige Papley gold last year. They'll add a silver medal and bring that back to the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. And these young ladies, Team Canada, at the upcoming World Juniors next month in Russia.
To now introduce your championship team who will represent Canada at the World Juniors next month in Russia, Team Manitoba. And now, Team Canada. Coach Sheldon Zacharias.
There's the mums.
Lead, Lauren Lenentine. Second, Emily Zacharias. Third, Carly Burgess. And skip, Mackenzie Zacharias.
You heard Mackenzie talk about it'd be great to see Jacques Coche and the Manitoba men join them. Last time that happened, 2012, with Jocelyn Peterman and Brendan Botcher.
Now present the championship gold medals to our champions.
So the medal presentations now to come here in Langley, inside the George Preston Recreation Center.
Team Manitoba, Coach Sheldon Zacharias.
And so much work
Lead,
and
Lauren
sweat and time in the
Lenentine.
gym and on the ice paying off for these young ladies.
Oh, and driving and commitment. Sheldon has driven his
Second,
2 daughters
Emily
in and out of Winnipeg,
Zacharias.
which is an hour plus, 2, 3, 4 times a week for years and years.
And that's a historic gold for that young lady. 3 now. Gold medals. No one's done that in women's history at the junior level. And Mackenzie Zacharias, golden as well. The winning skip for Team Manitoba, their first title since 2009. The medals, the championship trophy, all smiles. Team Zacharias from the Altona Curling Club. You're right, champions do live here. Congratulations, ladies. We'll wrap things up right after this.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Last year in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, 6-4 record as skip. Well, Mackenzie Zacharias 1 year later, some new recruits from out east, and golden smiles. Unbelievable feeling. Can Manitoba join them on the men's side? We'll find out tonight on TSN, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, here in Langley, BC. Jacques Gauthier, Daniel Bruce. It is Newfoundland Labrador, Team Manitoba, and we got it for you on TSN 1. Congratulations to the Manitoba women. And the last champion, Caitlin Laws, back in 2009, actually sending out a tweet congratulating this year's edition and this year's winners here in 2020. Mackenzie Zacharias, Carly Burgess, Emily Zacharias, Lauren Lenentine, congratulations. You are Canadian champs. We'll see you later tonight on TSN.